How would you like to experience the thrill of never being held accountable for your actions? Believe me, such a life is but...
What point is he trying to make? Freedom? But why would you offer me that?
The creation of a world is the ultimate scientific experiment. I have taken my research to the highest level. A god's laboratory is the perfect playground. Mortals are found everywhere one looks. Not so with Descenders.
So the condition for entering the new world is to take innocent life. Could I really bring myself to kill others for my own benefit?
Have you made up your mind?
I can't do it. Your playground is no place for me. You're putting your hopes in the wrong person.
You've grown a lot since we last met. But there are still... Why don't I lower my requirements a little as a gesture of goodwill?
I really...
And yet you already sound less defiant than a moment ago. The benefits appeal to you because you can read the signs of the... Why don't we return to my research facility? Your... Now to that question,
Heroes don't attack from behind. Guess I'm no hero.
This is most disappointing. Now then. A new face. Interesting.
You're still gonna call me Hack Guy after that, huh? I didn't see anyone else in there who needed saving. It's nothing. I'll be fine. Why are you looking at me like that? Is it that I owed you a favor back in Sumeru? Distracting Dotori was tough. He's not gonna fall for the same trick twice. Dotori doesn't recognize me. I expect it's only a matter of time before he...
So Dotori doesn't recognize Wanderer. Did he really miss his only chance for...
Why the long face? Hey, and I'm not complaining either. Rescue everyone would be pretty stuck without you. It's best you...
How are you holding up? Are you all right? Hat Guy said to put safety first, so we agreed to run as far away...
You don't look injured. It seems that Dotori... All right. Rescue operation complete. There's a lot more work to be done before...
Understood. I will bear the Tsaritsa's degree in mind. I don't see what's so awesome about it, though.
I thought you might say that. How's your progress?
Quite promising, actually. Remember how I asked you to look up some files for me? That stuff on the Natsitsenkreuz Institute. Alain Guilton despised René's theories and methods, but he...
I thought Alain was like a father to you. He and Ren...
And what would you say if Linny and his friends one day learned some...
I would applaud them for it. That would mean that they...
For all we know, Alan Giltan might have thought the same thing. Once you die, it doesn't matter how great you were in life.
Hey, come on out. They're back.
Huh? You're back? And your head's still screwed on? And you still have all your limbs?
What does it look like? Way to keep your composure, madam.
Excuse you.
Glad you're okay. Yes, it's a huge relief.
Worry?
We were worried sick.
Hey!
The Traveler and I were already friends. You are free to join this
It's a laugh a minute with you guys.
I must say, I was quite surprised when Mr. Albedo told...
We discussed this on our way back as well. I am rarely so unequivocal, but in this case...
He said he knew what he was doing. Albedo and I pretty much had to just wait outside.
You didn't have to mention that.
Well, I'm thoroughly impressed. You...
Is he back? Is he really back? Traveler! It's really you! Oh, thank goodness!
You can finally breathe easy, Paimon.
It's great to have you back in one piece! Look at them. You know, once you reach my age...
It's nothing. Same goes when you get to my age, too. I bet
Varka, I'm not sure Anafa can cry.
Oh, yeah, good point. Hey, your eyes are looking a little red and puffy.
What? Ew, no! No, thank you.
Everyone, I'm sorry for all the trouble I caused you. But while I was being held captive, I learned a lot about Dotori's current capabilities.
The 3 moon goddesses were even more powerful than we imagined. No wonder...
Utter blasphemy.
While everyone was gone, Nefer and I made an interesting discovery. And I believe Miss
Called it. Getting rid of a pesky troublemaker like her is like trying to clean up after a...
Our next step is to find a way to bring her back.
A place where time flows backwards, with no destination in sight.
It sounds like she's on a specific path through time. The question is, where does that path...
We considered that question as well.
Indeed not. Every road has an end.
Nicole! You sure lived quiet.
I do, in fact. It's something I've always... You wonder what lies at the end of her road. But where Miss Columbina will end up along this road? What about the original moons? All things do. In the beginning, no moons adorned the sky. They were shadows of the planet, born to wield Nibelung's authority. But then one day, they disappeared just as suddenly as...
Like I thought. No more paths back to reality, but how can I be sure that I'm going the right way without scenes from reality to keep me on track? I can't even be sure of how long I've been walking for. The further I travel, the less stable this space becomes. They can just materialize out of thin air.
You are the moon goddess. But how? Please, there's no need. I'm not interested in fighting anymore.
I find that a little difficult to believe.
The way you used my own power against me was And then, in the final moment before I was thrown into this space...
Mr. Dainsleif.
Right. It was so long ago now. But we were friends once. When I first got here, I was filled with hate. How I cursed and devoured. I tore everything here, but to no avail. This is the second time I've entered this space, but this time I survived.
Are you the source of the abyssal power in here?
Not all of it. Some is from... But there was already a degree of abyssal power here.
Tried to.
Yes. Because after that, the world suddenly became silent for...
What do you mean?
The voices in my head. And then...
Her?
Thalindis.
Never mentioned that she saw a memory of Thalindis leaping into...
More precisely, I saw her afterimage. I'm sure the real her is long gone. Anyway, why have you come here? Didn't you know it was a dead end?
If I hadn't escaped through the moon gate, my friends would have been in far greater danger. What?
You'd like to know how I know. The one who resurrected me said so. Dottore. So that's what he's called. He'd been collecting fragments of my body for a long time. I had no interest in his research. But being as corroded by the abyss as I was, we were aligned as far as hunting the moon.
So that's why the Wild Hunt suddenly became so active in Nodcry.
Moon Goddess? Could I...
What?
I know this is a lot to ask, especially for... But this is the only thing I desire.
What do you want?
I'd like you to take a message to Thalindis for...
Thalindis?
Yes. I can sense that some part of her soul remains.
Why don't you go and speak to her yourself?
I can't. I don't know why, but I can't move freely in this space as you can. All I can see is a glimpse of her, walking away. In return, I will clear these No, not in return. Yeah. Why? I'm tired of it all. Tired of the person I became. I think I grew tired of it.
What do you wish to tell her?
All of it. My pet.
Is it okay if I give her the abridged version? Like the part where you relentlessly tried to kill us?
Love demands honesty. We hid too much from each other. But there. The abyss will no longer stay.
Even though Mr. Dainsleif felt he had to fight you. He said that you betrayed him. But he also felt...
Why tell me this?
Because...
I know this will sound strange coming from me, but... Don't die.
The abyss is no longer obstructing my path. Is that Thalindis? Hello, Miss Thalindis.
Who are you? How do you know my name?
You can call me Columbina.
Rerir? My Rerir? Is he well?
He's doing better than he was.
Better than he was, huh?
Others have had a rough time on his account too. And I'm not just talking about the children of the Crimson.
So, things got worse.
Are you sure you wish to know?
Yes. This is my opportunity to learn the truth.
I admire your courage. However, time is short. Ryrir had seeds of hatred in his heart, and many people nursed, but in the end, he came to regret his mistakes. Beyond that, he did, but I'm sure that you've always been on his mind.
I'm sorry, Miss Columbina.
It's all right. I understand. Well, that's everything from me.
Wait. Time flows backwards here.
I know. I intend to reach the end of that road.
Without a moon marrow. Without the 3 moons' power.
You could say that.
I see. I often think to myself, if, and it's not just me, it's this... I must seem so ridiculous. I can't answer these basic questions. Thinking back, I was suddenly overcome with... Ryrir was one of the Venster King's retainers. I wanted to help him escape. At the time, it was only after I couldn't kill the Venster King himself. I'm sure it was a few, but I know I'm never getting out of...
How do you plan to help?
Have you noticed that based on my past, I can share what I've learned? I think you just might... Now, also, I've been speculating about where this phase ends. The documentation was scanned, but from what I know of the legends about, I have no way of verifying any of it by this point.
Understood.
I'm the one who should be thanking you. If you hadn't entered this route about Ryrir,
It wasn't your fault.
That's not true, but enough about that. I wish you... And may the outside world never have to experience pain like this again. Ryrir, you're there, aren't you? I cannot see you, because you exist in the future. But please, gaze upon the past, and then sit for a while. Let's find a place to sit down together, just like we did when we first met.
How long have I been walking? How much further till I reach the end? Is there even an end to be found? Everything's getting blurry. Are you all right, little sister? Have you come from the distant future?
How exactly did the moons just disappear?
The world is a vast and ancient place.
Miss Nicole explained that the moon goddesses likely perished in the War of Funerary Flame.
Am I missing something then? 'Cause the stories say that the moon goddesses... You're right!
Why do their birthplaces differ?
Also, remember what Sandrone said? Her scans detected...
Technically, the result of the scan means that 4 moon marrows were detected, and in other words, this piece of information alone isn't enough for us to know.
Yep. We have no way of staying up to date on whether she's dead. But at least she's trying her best to get back to us. Yeah. She's a tough cookie. And as much as it pains me to say it, we've got maniac is going to devour everything in his path until he reaches us. I'll be frank. Our only hope of defeating this false god is with a real moon goddess, and I know that even she was no match for him when he attacked, but...
We're not giving up on saving her, whether she can defeat Dottore or not.
Right. Don't worry, Miss Sandrone.
No one's trying to argue that we can only justify saving our friend because of...
So... she's more than just a moon goddess to you guys.
Absolutely.
Duh! She's part of the gang! Yes, I know. You don't need to labor the point. I knew that the moment I came running over with... Anyway, as for how we get Columbina back, I'd probably get there if I could continue my calculations, but... Computing power? You mean, you need more No, the issue isn't energy, it's processing power.
That's a tricky problem.
René de Petrichor of the Nautitzenkreuz Ordo once foretold the fate of the world. However, that won't work for me. His methodology was vastly different from my own. Ugh, this is so annoying. If I'd known we'd run into a bottleneck like this.
Oh, what do we do then? How about we...
You don't get it, do you? I'm trying to calculate the fate of an entire world here, and I need accurate results, not vague prophecy. Anyway, time to shelve the
Either way, we've done what we can. Rest well.
Hat guy? Is he hinting that we should talk outside?
Let's go somewhere a little more private. You know that Dory went back to Sumeru.
Yeah, she mentioned she was planning...
Things aren't looking good for Notcry. She's gone to spread the word so that's... From what I know of Dottore, there are two possible reasons why he hasn't made a move yet. One is that he's still working through some kinks in his new powers. The other is... He'll easily devour everything eventually. The first false god he made was me. Now it's his turn. He once told me that becoming a god was like turning yourself into a hungry wolf or giant serpent He's always wanted to get his greedy hands on divine authority in the desert of Sumeru. There is a chessboard built by King Deshret, also known, but creating games and setting rules. Now he has the Trilunar Authority. His power is leagues beyond the common people. I don't think there's any either way. Dory will inform Lesser Lord Kusanali. The Seven will have some recourse available. If nothing else, their protection should keep the rest. So on the bright side, even if Nodcry is doomed...
That's good to know. But I'm not ready to give up on Nodcry yet.
There's a word for people who refuse to let...
Maybe it sounds greedy to you, and probably naive too. Battles are fleeting, but the will to fight is a long-term commitment.
Why do you always feel the need to do the right thing? I mean, who's gonna criticize you if you fail? Or give...
Don't take this the wrong way, but Dottore said something similar to me.
Not necessarily. It's less about belief for me.
You look kinda worried.
If your arch-nemesis was about to achieve their ultimate goal...
That's true. Dottore is about to become an omniscient, omnipotent... Still, you're calmer than I expected.
Obviously. I have to admit that my past self was a reckless fool who... And as much as I want my vengeance, I know I'm not gonna get it. Too bad it never taught me any other virtues, though. So,
what's your plan?
I'll get to that. First, tell me.
Just like Paimon said, she's a friend. Part of the...
How much do you trust her? This is a serious question. Think carefully.
Although she's with the Fatui, she has her own values. I see no reason...
If you say so. In that case, the three of us need to talk. I have some thoughts about her computing problem. It can be solved, but it will come with a cost.
How much? If I can afford it...
Sometimes your heroism really backs me into a corner. Come on, let's go talk to her. Miss Androne, Traveler.
Hey there.
Paimon's here too! She was just helping them sort through their things. That was fast.
Well, you said it was urgent. So,
Albedo, I have some alchemy questions for you.
I see. Looks like my knowledge proved... If I might ask...
I needed to predict the future of the entire world. But I've run into...
I see. I'll have a look at it. Still...
About that, it's been sorted.
Oh, with the Traveler's help?
Actually, you're not wrong.
Was it Hat Guy?
Yeah, it was him. Wow! Go, Hat Guy!
But where is he?
Come with me. Hat Guy?
Hat Guy! Can you hear us? No response.
Hat Guy mentioned that he was a puppet. It seems that I presume this has something to do with the solution.
That's right. He and the Traveler came to see me. Wait, what? You have a solution?
Would you calm down? Why do you always...
Excuse me? How would you know?
Oh, please. It doesn't take that long to figure out that...
Where does a mere student get that...
I've actually published more papers than you. Not that status counts for much. Even Paimon's applied for academia admission.
Huh? Are you serious?
See? This is why I can't be bothered to explain myself.
Okay, fine. I'll hear you out. So...
This world itself is constantly processing all kinds of information.
Easier said than done. Wait, is that what you're suggesting?
You should be able to tell that...
Yeah, I noticed. The technology, though.
Conrian, to be precise. Puppets need an energy source and processing power.
You.
The Traveler and I have talked it over. It was built using wood from a silver white tree.
Conrian techno. Are you sure about...
I can put two and two together.
I won't lie to you.
Doesn't matter.
Did you two actually talk the...
Yes, we discussed it. Let's give it a shot, shall we?
Honestly, I have no clue where this kid even came from. I'm very close to finishing my calculations now, and this is what the core looks like.
A silver white branch.
Is Hat Guy gonna be okay?
He's not gonna die, right? In theory, he should be fine. Beyond that, all I can say is that I'll try my best to avoid...
I think I know why you called us here now.
Correct. He said that the only ones he trusts here are you two.
He will have our undivided attention.
Aww, Hat Guy. On a more positive note, things are progressing steadily on...
The worst case scenario with the core removal is either a system reset or a core is completely different from a heart. It's like another vital organ entirely. But in the end, it turns out the core was more useful to me. Do you think there's any difference between a puppet and a human? If I have already experienced both a past life and a next life. Part of me wonders whether I'm only capable of making this decision because I've become a...
Sandrone will succeed, won't she?
She will. We all have to persevere.
That's right. And I'll protect you all until the moment of victory arrives.
Call me Sonnet. You have the same power. Oh, goodness. You recognize me? Well then, what's your name?
Columbina.
Hyposelenia. What a... It was... a joint friends. You mean your friend? Huh? Oh, sorry. You must be exhausted.
Do you mean the other 2 moon goddesses?
Wow, you sure know a lot. Oh, I guess that wasn't... It's alright. You could say we were too prepared. When did you get here? How long has it been?
I can't say for sure, but it feels like it's been forever.
I see. Are you feeling alright? You look a little unwell.
I can hold out a while longer.
We don't have far to go. The place where my sisters and I are based is just up ahead. Don't worry, they're both really nice. I'll introduce you. I'm back! And look who I've brought with me! It's our lovely little sister!
The pleasure is all mine.
Allow me to introduce you to KHALLNA Hypos. This is Arya, the goddess of the eternal moon. And this is Canon, goddess of the frost moon.
Hello, KHALLNA. I apologize for our startled reaction just now.
It's fine.
You seem shy. Don't worry, KHALLNA.
Could you tell me where here... Please.
This is where Teyvat's original ruler, the
What?
You're scaring her, Canon.
No, I'm fine. Please.
Nibelung, our original master, created us in the distant past to make...
But he left this world and traveled into the dark universe beyond.
Day and night, we fulfilled our duty in the heavens, until the day that the first descender arrived.
The great ruler of the firmament.
The heavenly principles.
Is that what later generations call them? We coexisted in peace.
Slowly, however, we came to realize that our guest had...
And you didn't stop it?
No. There was an order to the rules they set up that Nibelung never taught us. We wanted to know if this order would bode good. All right. Canon and I wanted to know.
Later, we discovered that this great ruler of the firmament bore an almost paranoid hostility toward the desire of certain life. They would even cast down celestial nails as...
Only this was far beyond mere punishment.
Right. I did everything in my power.
The ancestors of the Frost Moons.
But just when we had decided to take countermeasures...
And so began the war.
So, that's the name the world gave them.
Well, who won in the end?
As far as I know, the heavenly principles won, and the world's original master.
And what of the moons?
You can tell us the truth, KHALLNA. We know...
Only the Frost Moon remains. But it has been cast beyond the false firmament by the heavenly principle. The eternal and iridescent moons were both shattered during the war.
So death finally came for us in the end.
Sonnet.
But you're still here.
A moon goddess cannot live without her moon, KHALLNA.
She's right. That's why
Our souls may endure within this lunar palace, but
then we shall disappear.
I'm sorry.
There's no need to apologize to us, dear sister. If anything, we owe the world an apology. If only we'd decided to act sooner.
all the more reason not to spend this time in regret and repentance. Instead, we should focus our efforts.
Sorry?
Don't you see, Columbina, your story is not yet over. Is that not why you are here?
Initiate numerological array. Continue running primary process. Calculate the world's fate through extrapolation. Secondary process, scan for moons. Still 4. The number of moon mirrors. Wait, let me think. Is it possible that there's something I've been misunderstanding about? Variable. I know where potential variables within the world come from. So what about the moons? Like their life or death, for instance. What if being alive or dead makes no difference to a moon? But that's so strange. Even immortal gods can die. Why would the moons alone be? Wait! If alive or dead is considered a variable, we might have had this wrong the whole time. Initiate secondary process. Scan again. This time filtering out interfering perimeter, moon marrow. Why? Redo the scan. Narrow the results to living moons and real moons. Why? What is this, Columbina? Has the world lied to us? Or are you the one pulling the wool over our eyes?
So,
Yes, it would explain a lot. It would also explain why Miss Cullum...
in the messages she sent,
The fact that she still has yet to reappear in this world...
so you're saying...
Yes, she certainly wouldn't leave it to this late stage when... I've been giving this some... This could also explain...
Sounds like a plausible theory. The question is...
Hello? Listen up! This is extremely... Not only is Columbina alive, but she... I'm still unclear on the detail.
Truly amazing.
I'm sure we all feel the same.
I'll keep my calculations going.
How can the dead moons still live? And Luanatar...
It's... hard to...
Our authority is linked to the most...
Have you?
Of course.
It's like this...
In that case, have you tried using any of those pathways that connect this space to the...
Sorry?
They're passages through which you... Or am I the only one who can use those passages? Because part of my soul remains in reality.
Kuvaki.
You don't know? It's...
Oh. But there is no...
What?
Could you show us some of this Kuvaki?
Okay.
Isn't that just your power?
What? But it's everywhere in Nodcry.
How curious. This Kuvaki certainly did not exist any...
Let alone influence living creatures.
This is so strange. Why would their reality differ so much from mine?
Columbina, you're looking for more than just a way out.
Yes. If I am to help my friends, I will need
You mean...
This sounds extremely... The Three Moons' powers are not mutually compatible. Concentrating them into one goddess...
I know.
Even so, Nibelung constructed this realm specifically to prevent us from using our power. No moon goddess can leave this place alive.
What if...
Where do we even start? How are we supposed to figure out what we're meant to do?
Columbina?
If she really got to the beginning of time in there, how do you think she'd leave us a message? You don't think she'd...
Columbina may not talk a lot, but...
Let's review what we know. This is the Columbina. She knows our personalities. So, if she wanted to Oh. Traveler, you once said that those golden ripples also appeared when Luonatar was born. What if Columbina left Luonatar here if she is part of Columbina?
Oh, yeah!
Nefer, wait! If you're right about this, and you can really see past events through
Oh, I know. Looking at Rerir's past in Conria was all... It'll surely... But it's our only chance. This is the only way...
Boss...
We spoke about this once, a long time ago. Do you remember?
But...
What's wrong? I'd be overjoyed if I were you. This day's come a lot earlier than either of us expected. I need to know you'll honor our agreement, Yehoda. Promise me.
Yes.
Are you sure you don't want some...
What is there to think through? I should have gone blind after our
Then at least let me take... And if you really do lose your sight...
Oh, please, anything but that. I was actually ready to go through with this.
As if I could ever scare you.
All right, enough chit-chat. Let's do this.
All done.
Good. Now give me some space. Come on then, little one. Show me what happened in the past.
Between the Trilunar Authority, Kuvak, I think I might know how to get back. Time to go talk it over with...
I hope it's not too dangerous. Come on.
It seems you have reached a decision. I'm all ears.
Have you figured it out, Cullum? Tell us. How do you plan to leave this place?
I intend to die here.
What? What are you saying? How can the dead be reborn? And how will you inform these future friends of your plans? You can't exactly leave oracles. Nothing can escape this place. And even if you found a way, what if they never find the message you left for them?
No.
Come again?
They will find my message.
I'm not following.
It's quite simple, really. First, I will leave my soul here.
I see it.
Your soul? You mean you're a divinity?
Yes. I once left a portion of my soul in the future. One so small that in this very moment, she can resonate with my soul when the time comes. I believe that she can serve as an anchor to pull my soul from here.
Just as gravity connects.
Exactly. In the future, where I came from, in a similar way. I can...
But how do you just leave your soul here? Is that even...
On my way here, I met an ordinary mortal who entered this place long before. Her body is long gone, but her soul remains. And before that, I encountered an old enemy whose entire soul survives here intact, while the power that once corrupted his body has faded away.
So, perhaps this space is
Still, even if your body can escape, would it not just be a lifeless husk without the soul inside? Wait, is that what you meant when you said...
Yes. I shall turn my body into moonlight and pour it over Nodcry. That power shall protect the land and quietly blend into it, awaiting my soul's return in the future. However, I cannot do... I would need your help to do this. So I'm humbly...
Oh, dear sister. You need not be so formal. As I said before, we are but remnants. You, on the other hand, were born alone in that distant future, and you have walked... Don't forget, we are your sisters. Your family.
Arya's right. Actually, I've always... Now, I finally get to be the big sis.
So...
Canon?
I'm sorry. I know this is a bold request.
Oh, no, please. Don't misunderstand me, Columbina. I was just... thinking back on the years that you cannot imagine. How happy I am to hear of for the three of us, whose purpose in life was to maintain the peace if your plan can save them. Besides, the three of us have been together since the day we were born. I could never abandon them to live on alone without them.
Canon.
Still, I do have one question I would like to ask you before we...
Certainly.
Why do you cover your eyes?
Yeah, I was curious about that too. But it seemed personal, so I didn't want to intrude.
There was a time when I refused to look upon the world. I wished to hide my feelings.
I see. Perhaps that decision saved you from ever having to see the false sky again. Promise me this, Columbina. When you return to the future, open your eyes. I'm sure that you know this already, but that is your true home. Give me your hand, Columbina. Arya, sonnet.
Okay.
All right.
We once were the songs sung for eternity, but now...
We once were the tides in the great river of time.
We were the messengers of madness and inspiration.
We are souls awaiting the sun. Yes. We have transferred the authority over all three moons to Columbine. From this moment on, she is the Tri-Lune Goddess. the one and only moon goddess of this world.
Thank you. Thank you, my sisters.
Now go, and do what you believe is right, Colin.
Be aware that we cannot grant you the power of the 3 moons beyond these prison walls.
I understand.
Sisters, oh, my body. It feels...
Now that we have given up our power and authority, our bodies are merely mortal shells. This prison...
It's okay, Sonnet. The end must come for every god, just as it does for every human.
We have one final request, Columbina. Could you use the 3 moons' power to send us back into the real world? Now that we have lost our powers, it's just... we would like...
Of course. Sonnet. Don't... I wish I could tell her not to give in to the abyss. Not to be afraid. Don't forget. I'm so glad to have a big sister like you.
No, I'm okay.
It looks like this is goodbye, sisters.
Goodbye, Columbina.
Take care of this world in our stead.
I will. And now, it's time for me to bid farewell to my May it become the moonlight that keeps... So this is why Notcry was not always home to... It only appeared after I poured my body out upon this land. And Kuvaki responds to me because... And the golden energy I've encountered on my way here was, in fact, that very soul. O power Trilune, eternal moonlight. I, Columbina Hyposelenia, lay aside my body. Let it be cast into the dark night to illuminate the future. May it be a companion to all who dwell beneath the moon. Until the time comes for me to return home. Allowed to see that? Oh, can you still see?
I see 2 things. Truly astounding, Miss Nefer. Or is the credit for this miracle due to Miss...
Surely you jest. I suspect we have Columbina to thank. There is always a
She chose the perfect despite being separate.
We still don't even know it.
I'll get you back.
Based on the information we now have, let's figure...
Thanks to these gentlemen, we have a much clearer... The civilian population has been...
Miss Androne.
So far, so good.
There's still a long road.
Our plan is clear. Time is short.
There's just never enough time. All right, we'll do our part too.
Yeah.
Albedo's theory says that elemental energy can but I'm no expert in building elemental defenses. Sounds like something out of the advanced elemental theory section of the library. Whew.
You seem quite troubled.
Well, yeah. I mean...
You were the very
Yeah. I could have been faking it through that whole meeting for all you know. Who's...
Oh gosh, really?
Still, I was much more in my comfort zone than I am. Things have never looked bleaker than they do now.
Oh, you think so?
Don't put too much pressure on yourself. SATHE has faced annihilation many times.
Hey, don't give me that.
I disagree. Every human born in this world is special. We angels have all...
In that case, this...
I thought you might...
I'm sure Alice, in her great wisdom, sent you here
Well, that has less to do with her wisdom, and more to do with my power.
Of course. Well, Duran's fine. It's not realistic if Miss Sandroni's calculations are correct. Anyway, it's up to us to slow...
Are you asking me to help you with building...
No. When he eventually reached...
Oh.
Well, technically...
You're cashing in...
Well, yeah. The way things are going?
Very well. To tell the truth, Alice and I had already discussed how we might...
This is...
It's been many... Anyway, go now. May the angel's blessing deliver you safely to your destination.